What's going on, guys? I'm BloodyAbsol, Culling Broken. Welcome back to the Pokemon Alpha Sapphire Randomizer Nuzlocke. Yeah, so guys, this episode's late too. Who could have expected that?
Literally everybody.
Shut up! Anyway, I'm keeping this short. It's freezing butt cold in here. Where the stats are random and I constantly bring up One Piece. In the last episode, guys, I don't even know what I did last episode. I think I took on a gym. Not sure. Could be wrong about that. Guys, I don't know. It's been such a long week. Like, I barely even touched YouTube. I mean, I missed an episode. That happened. I mean, man, it's just been a really long week, and I'd rather not talk about it. Like, nothing bad happened. It's just been a lot of stuff, and I just want to play some Pokemons, and you know, real quick team recap, because I did decide to change something. Like, as you can see, slight difference, but real quick. I will have a 24 female Dragonite, play rough Dragon Reach, then Wave Twister, Flame Body, with Careful Nature. Next we have, this is what I changed. I put Nikki the Knot to level 5 female Peckleer Static. Psychic Flying type with a Docile Nature on the team over Carter the Solosis, just because, like, I want to use a Xatu. I don't know what it is. I've never used a Xatu, but I really like Xatu. It's just one of those things, you know? Then, of course, we have Squirtle level 24 male Tortuga, Ancient Power, Aqua Jet, Crunch, 1000 Waves, King's Rock is what it's holding, Magma, Armor Ability, Water Rock type, Bold Nature, Fenton Jr. 25 female starter, Pokemon Pursuit, Nightshade, Will-O-Wisp, Shadow Sneak, Anger Point, Ghost type, Impish Nature, Dubs level 24 male, Hitmontop, holding the Fist Plate with the Quick Feet ability, Close Combat, Dragon Ascent, Rolling Kick, Play Rough with the Sassy Nature, and we finally have Skarmory level 25, female Breloom, Justified, Technoblast, Mega Drain, Rock Smash, and Leech Seed. That is the team we're currently rocking with. And guys, I realized I forgot to get an encounter over in this area, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Like, let's see what we can get. Like, that was a really interesting cry. Might be a legendary, but who knows? But you know what? We're gonna go in. We're gonna go in. Let's see what we can find here. Can we get something interesting? Come on. Alright, a Marowak. I'll take it. Alright, at least this was not dead like in Gen 1. Okay, anywho. I can't paralyze you because you're a ground type. Alright, Dragon Rage. Here we go. Alright, Marowak, take this Dragon Energy to the face and lose 40... Why does nothing have 40 health? Bruh, are you kidding me? Alright, we didn't need you, Marowak. You and yourself not having 40 health. What? That's dumb. Oh, I don't want to fight you. Alright, sure, guess we're fighting this person. And we'll get a Xatu sooner, I guess. Okay, guys, anyway. So, this is something that this is, like usual, I'm going to be talking about something I got an issue with. Because, frankly, I like to complain. If you have yet to notice it. If you have yet to notice this, I don't really think you're listening. I'm not going to lie. But, something that my school does for seniors is... My mic's just slightly offset. Oh my god. I might have OCD, I'm not gonna lie. But something my school does... Oh wait, I have Flame Body. I was so confused why it was burned. I thought like, wait, does it have like a Flame Orb or something? Like, Flare Boost Drift Limb? I mean, it's already a thing, but who knows? I could have a randomized Flare Boost, who knows? Anyway, something my school does for seniors is like, seniors that are in extracurricular activities, you know, sports, all that stuff, will get like a poster put up in the gym. And since we have a very small school, there's typically not a lot. But my class is the biggest one in the school. There's 35 kids in that class. And like they'll do it like for every season, like it's a new set of students, which makes sense. So up in the gym right now, there's basketball, wrestling, I'm trying to think, there's something else. There's cheer, there's dance, there's band, and there's fishing. Our school has a fishing team, which I used to be on, but there are reasons why I left. But yeah, that's currently what we have up in the gym right now. Could be forgetting some stuff. But here's the thing. You notice how I said band, cheer, and dance? Those are all up there, right? The issue I have with this is that there are 3 extracurricular activities that they do not put up there. being Scholars Bowl, which I'm in, Forensics, which I'm in, and FFA, which I'm not in, but still, it's... Why not? Why not do those things? Now, they do it for band, dance, and cheer. For band, there are band competitions, I'm pretty sure. We've had, or like music, instrument playing competitions, I guess. Like, we've had students go to state for that. We've had that happen. So, band is up there. Right? But cheer and dance, this is where I have a problem with it. Cheer and dance, like, they don't go compete. They're the halftime show at the games, basically. That's what they do. Like, they're just there. Like, they're legit. Like, they're the supporting characters of a TV show or anime or something. There's something like that. So that's where, and we don't have it. I need to ask our principal why we don't have it, because who knows? There could just be, like, a very, very simple explanation, or it could just be like, oh, I never really thought of that, oops. But if, like, I'm a little pissed about this. But I brought this up to Shannon, and, like, I was telling him, like, my whole opinion. But then, I mentioned, I brought up the fact that, the fishing team gets it. And this lit a fire in this man. He lost it. Because, like, you do go to competitions for fishing, right? So, the thing is, he blew a gasket. He lost it, right? So, basically, he brought up, like, all these things, like, fishing's, like, oh my god, like, he was screaming about it. He was he was just listening to me complain, but then this got him on the bandwagon too. Like, he just hopped right on with me. Just because fishing got it and Scholars Bowl and Forensics didn't. So that's the whole thing. Like, I did used to be on the fishing team, but I left just because, let's just say, people were not decent people. You know where I'm going with that. Anyway, like, I enjoy just regular casual fishing. Like, it's nice, it's peaceful. Like, it sucks when the weather's just crappy. But if the weather's nice, it's not too windy, and, like, there's a little cool breeze just, like, hitting your face. It's nothing bad. It's just nice. It's peaceful. Don't gotta worry about much. It's really nice. It's really nice and stuff. Like, being on the water, like, a cool, like, splash in your face. Like, I don't really think it works, like, as a competition all too well. Because, like, if you know what you're doing, yeah, you can be good at it. But fishing has a lot of luck based on it. Because, like, you're depending on another living creature actually biting at your bait, right? So, there's some luck in fishing. So that's why I don't think it basically, you guys know what I'm talking about. So I don't really think it works as a competition, but something I figured out while doing fishing, and I thought this was dumb. Like, we can't keep fish that aren't a certain weight, right? But apparently, there's a prize for the person with the smallest fish, right? That is still above weight. There's a prize for getting the smallest fish, which I think is kind of dumb. I almost got that. I was like, I don't want this. I really don't want this. But then, like, 3 other teams got got the small fish on the money. So that happened. But wow, I didn't like that all too much. Okay, speaking of water. Okay. I'm brain for what was I going to talk about? Okay, right. Okay. So, you guys know the whole debate of if water is wet or not, right? And typically what people will say is water is wet because it makes things wet, and to make something wet, it already has to be wet. But then you have other people who say, no, water is not wet, because water makes things wet. The act of water being on something makes that thing wet, so water itself is not wet. And, like, oh, I should just preface this. Whenever I say water, that could be substitute for any liquid. I'm just using water because it's simple. Yeah. So, here's my take on it. Water is in fact wet if there's more than one molecule of water in a certain container. So if you have a cup of water, that water is wet. But if you take out everything, if there's just one singular molecule, it's not wet because no water is touching that molecule. But if they're all together, those molecules are in fact touching, making each other wet. So if it's one molecule, it is not wet. If it's multiple together, it is wet. I had about a 30-minute debate with our school librarian about this. 30 minutes, guys. And it's just... So, basically, like, we were trying to come up with, like, other things that this could work for. Just, like, replace, like, water and wet with, like, dust and dustiness, I guess. I don't know. But what she was saying, since that's water's nature, like, water's nature... I could be butchering, like, what she said, but she would say, water is wet because that's its nature. It makes things wet. But if it's just one molecule, it's not wet. And it's just, if you put one molecule on a one molecule of water on a table, it will make the table wet, but that water molecule is not wet. But if you put two water molecules and they're touching each other, they make each other wet. Just stop me if you've lost me. But I just gotta know, like, with what I just said, do you guys think if water is wet? Like, explain why you think it is, and explain why it's not. So, why is everything learning moves? No, I don't want you to learn agility. It's like, that was my whole take on it. And, like, we brought up things like sand and dust, right? So we said, like, if a dust particle is on something, it makes that thing dusty, right? But, like, that one singular dust particle is not dusty itself. It's just dust. But if a second dust particle is touching it, they make each other dusty. You can, like, substitute this with, like, a lot of things. Like with, say, sand, right? Same thing with sand. Like, sand's actually kind of weird if like, this is how you're going at it. But, like, where was I going with this? Like, if you use sand as an example, that's kind of weird, because it's just, like, a bunch of small rocks, basically. So, there's that whole thing. But, oh my, like, 30 minutes of just talking about if water was wet or not. And this all started because I was going to write an essay on a sandwich. This is another story entirely. So I'm in Comp 2. It's a college class that my school and, like, local college, they provide for us, so we can just, like, get a few college credits in high school and, like, get a little bit of a jump on it, you know. So I got that going on right now. So, oh my god, there's so many Pokemon that can be found in this cave. Jesus. Huh. Alright then. Okay, anyway. So, basically, we're supposed to write some sort of essay, like, we pick a criteria for something, and, like, we describe why. I'm going to do this over a sandwich, because, like, the whole debate is a hot dog a sandwich. I think it's a sandwich. So, long story short, if you don't think a hot dog's a sandwich, then go away. No, I'm just kidding. You can stay. Like, give me why do you think a hot dog is not a sandwich? In the comments down below. Give me a reason why you think it's not. And if you just say because it's a hot dog, it can't be a sandwich, that's invalid. You need proof. You need an actual explanation. But yeah, like, this all started because, like, that's what I wanted to do my essay over. So, there was that whole thing. And then, like, it's like, I could also do the thing over water, if something is wet or not. But I ultimately, like, stuck with the sandwich thing. So, that's something. But, wow, just, I still can't believe I argued with, like, I argued with my librarian over, like, for 30 minutes about if water was wet or not. If you guys can't tell, I like to argue about stupid stuff. So, that's just kind of me. And speaking of water, I'm going to bring up One Piece again, because I always do that. Yeah, no, I'm kidding. I'm not going to bring up One Piece again. I actually don't have a reason to bring up One Piece, but, you know, funny joke. Anyway, okay, where else can I take this? Okay, so, a while ago, I helped my sister move up to Minnesota, right? For college and junk like that and blah. So, that happens. And then while we were up there, we decided to stay at, my aunt and uncle's, like, really nice cabin, like, lake house. So it was nice, it was peaceful, and they have a jet ski. right? So we have some fun with that. They also have a tube. So there's me, my buddy, my sister, and her new roommate at the time. They're not really new roommates anymore. They're just kind of roommates at this point, but you know. So basically, you have me driving the jet ski. You have my buddy behind me watching the tube. Then you have my sister's roommate on the tube, right? So I was taking, like, we were just trying very hard to throw each other off the tube, right? Like you do. So I do that, but here's what happens. I do that. I throw her off the tube. According to my parents and my aunt and uncle, she goes tumbling across the lake. Like, she was skipping like a rock. Like, I don't know how I did that. I don't know if I just whipped the tube somehow and she just went flying. It's like when I fell off, I just kind of let go because my arms were so tired. I just kind of I barreled in the. Oh yeah, I'm getting it. Oh yeah, I forgot we get a Mega Stone from this. I thought we got strength from this. Is it? Huh? Guess it's not like in. Where do you get strength in this game? I've played Hoenn way too many times. Okay. Anyway. Actually, give me 1 second. Let's go back in here real quick. I gotta do something. So, we do that. And my parents are, oh my god, she's hurt. And my parents, they were gearing up to yell at me, if I hurt her. I didn't mean to throw her across the lake. If she didn't want to get hurt so bad, she just held on more. I'm kidding, by the way. I wasn't trying to hurt her, you know. But, that whole thing happened. Alright, isn't there, glasses or something around here? Who cares? Let's grab this real quick. So, that whole thing happened, and, my parents, they were gearing up to scream at me, because, they're parents, and, they're worried, and blah. But then you just hear, you hear this girl starting to laugh, and, my parents, yeah, she's fine, she's laughing. But here's the thing, I broke one of her nails, so she was kind of, she was mad at me about that. So, I did, the way she told me, kind of went over my head for a few seconds. Because I broke the middle nail, right? So she was flipping me off. Like one does, right? Took me about 20, 30 seconds for us. Why are you... Okay, I get it through you up, but why are you flipping me off like that? And she just kept pointing at her finger. I was like, what? Because, I'm not gonna... That's a Latios. Don't be Mega. Thank you. So, you got that going on for, 20, 30 seconds. It's why are you pointing at your finger? I don't get it. Then, she showed me the rest of her fingers, oh! And I just started to chuckle at her. Okay, that could have been bad. That was a Latios. Whew. But, that whole, jet ski debacle, I don't know what it, my dad eventually got on the jet ski to try it out. What the hell? Latios and Terrakion? Bro, can you chill? Can you chill for 20 seconds? Excuse me. So then my dad eventually got on the jet ski. He was having fun on it. Then dude lived on one. I'm so glad he didn't have a rock dam over something, because that could have been really, really bad. Okay, so my dad got on the jet skis, right? And he starts messing around with it. Then I think he got hooked on jet skis. I think he did. So this was at tail end of the summer. And after we went home and all that, about a month later, we got 2 jet skis in our garage. I'm pretty sure he was trying to play it off something he really wanted the jet skis, and I don't think he wanted to say it. So he kind of played it off I was the one that wanted the jet skis to my mom. But, you know, I get he kind of got hooked on that. I'm not gonna lie. But they're fun. Jet skis are very fun. We got the 2 we got. One of them's bigger, it's better at turning, and the other's a sports model. It's not the best with turning. So you can zip across the lake incredibly fast. On the sports one. But yeah, you can't really take turns all too well. You just kind of get up on the water, you fly across the water. It's... Did I misplay rough? There we go, that's what I wanted. But yeah, so... you have that going on. Okay. Back at the... back at my, my aunt and uncle's cabin and stuff. Yeah, me and my buddy, like, we take the jet ski across, like, just to try it out. We don't do nothing crazy with it. We take it across the lake. Then, like, we get to, like, the end of the lake, and we decide to switch. This didn't go very well. Long story short, so we were trying to, like, maneuver, like, we're trying to get him in front, because I was the one riding. Like, I drove across, then he drove back. I don't know how this happened, but I guess all the weight got shifted to one side of the jet ski. And we barreled over. Like, the jet ski was upside down in the water, and we were freaking out because we thought we messed it up. Because, like, we didn't know how jet skis work. We didn't mess it up, thankfully, because we've been kind of straight out one end of the lake. But, oh my god, like, we straight up flipped it, because, like, we're like two, I'm like 210. I think my buddy's, like, closer to, like, 230, 240 around there. I'm not sure. Like, he's a bit taller than me. Like, he's got a bit more of a gut than I do. So, like, we had, like, there was some weight on that jet ski. And, like, we just shifted to one side and, like, so, it flipped over. But, like, he was, like, all worried that, like, his hat and phone got messed up. Like, because, like, they were in, like, the compartment, like, on the jet ski. But, no, they were dry. They, like, I'll say this one thing about jet ski and their little compartments. They are airtight. Water does not get in those. And this is starting to sound like an infomercial about jet skis. Not gonna lie. Probopass, man, why do these breeders have 6 Pokemon? That's so annoying. Just died 1,000 waves, bro. Get out of my face. Take that freaking mustache and just get out of here. I'm like, my Probopass had, like, I get, like, the mustache supposed to be, like, a bunch of, like, fibers, like, metallic, like, fibers or something, like, on its nose. Like, they just throw me off. Like, it's so weird. I mean, I understand. It's just a very weird design with Probopass. Alright, Typhlosion. Okay. Okay, so guys, so like I was saying, I don't think I brought this up. So, like, like, I mentioned last episode, like, another, like, cutaway. That, that episode and this episode aren't gonna have, like, too many, like, mid-edits or cuts in them for like reasons, just because, like, these are very, very late because this week has been incredibly it's been very right. So I'm recording this episode while like that one's rendering. I plan to upload that. Oh my god, I didn't even when did it become 3:45? Okay, all right, so that, guys, I thought I was recording this closer, like, to 3, not closer to 4. Don't ask, but, you know, it's one of those things. Anyway, like I was saying, frick, what was I saying? Okay, this episode's not gonna have, like, a lot of, like, mid-edits and cuts, right? Just because, like, I gotta get up. I'm probably about to end just because I'm rendering the previous episode, like, right now. Right as I'm recording this. I still gotta upload it, and I still gotta make a thumbnail for it before it goes up, right? So I'm gonna heal right here in her story. I literally made 0 progress in this episode. Frankly, I'm not gonna lie, I think having, like, Adobe, like, a encoder up is kind of just slowing a few things down a little bit, like, as you can see, so I'm gonna go ahead and save, call it quits for this episode, and come back. Wow, it's just starting to get really choppy. That's not good. Okay, anyway, yeah, I'm calling it quits for this episode. Guys, please like, subscribe, comment down below. I'll just catch you guys in the next episode. Peace.